Alright, we're on to the High Elves. There's 1.5 million lords, so you guys get a view of a sleeping Hazel while we do this. Go, Hazel, go. Alright, let's get on with it. Princess. Oh god, that's a lot of mount options. Moondragon or Star Dragon? I mean, for 400 more gold, you're getting a lot of melee attack, weapon strength, armor, health. If you're going to take her on a dragon, you might want to just take her on a Star Dragon. The Star Dragon breath's better. So, but if you do that, you're definitely going to have to take healing. I don't know why you would take her on her Griffin. You get armor piercing and stuff, but you're kind of like a mixed kiting lord, and you don't have any melee buffing spells. Oh wait, what is that? Okay, well, maybe. No, even that sucks. Because that buffs base weapon damage, which on the Griffin you have barely any of. Yeah, don't take the Griffin. That's a dumb idea. Eagle if you want to be in the sky and fast. Horse if you want to be on the ground and fast. On foot if you're insane. Don't do that. Star Dragon if you really want to be a monster for some reason, but probably just keep her on a Great Eagle or Elven Steed. Reload skill for 70 gold, no thank you. Foe Secret depends on your mount, probably only take it if she's on her Star Dragon, or I guess on her Eagle if you really want to escape from something quickly. So Eagle or Star Dragon, I wouldn't take it on her horse. Volley of High Arrows, I have no idea what that is. Allies in range, more missile damage, yeah, I would take that. For only 75 gold and you have pretty strong missiles, buff yourself. Talisman Eloic, I wouldn't take that. Because the two mounts you're going to get into combat with, like the Star Dragon, has mostly armor piercing, so that 30% is only going to affect the 145. It's just not worth it. Let's go see what this ability is. Volley of High Arrows. Is it like a wind spell, or what are we looking at here? High Elf Princess is indeed a rare lord. Okay. Oh, it's like Arrow of Kurnos. Okay, take it if you're going to snipe artillery pieces. Don't take it if you're not, pretty much. Next, the Prince. Same thing with the Star Dragon and the Sun Dragon. For 700 more gold, you just get like way better stats and a better breath attack. So if you're going to be on a dragon, at least be on the right dragon. For him, the Griffin could maybe make sense. I don't see the point of being on an Eagle. And you can be on a Steed if you really want to be on the ground. But for him, probably a Griffin or a Star Dragon. Oh, I say it usually at the start of the videos, but I forgot for this one. These are my opinions. If you don't like my opinions, cool. I hope you enjoy the video anyway, but cool. Foe Seeker and Deadly Onslaught are probably good if you're going to be charging in from the sky, so you can make that one charge count. Stand Your Ground's also pretty good. The Bane Shield affects all allies. 30 armor, 24 missile parry with shield. Yeah, that's dog shit. He doesn't even have a shield. He doesn't have a shield unless he's on foot or on his horse, so yeah, don't take that. That's the dumbest shit. And the Blade of Bel Karatas. 142 gold is expensive, but 24 melee attack and 25% armor piercing. It's good if you're on the Star Dragon or on his Griffin. So I would maybe take it there. Probably on the Star Dragon, not really the Griffin. The Griffin's armor piercing isn't amazing. Yeah, Griffin's armor piercing isn't worth it for that. So maybe just the Dragon. Same as every other video, I'm going to go with all the Archmages of different lores as the same. Because the items are relatively the same. It's just what spells, so I don't give a shit about that. Probably don't take them on their chariot. Chariots currently can get double hit by certain things, so it's just extra risk. Either take them on their horse or on a Great Eagle. I also wouldn't take them on their dragon, because why? Why? They're just not very good at combat, and dragons make them much easier to kill. Lore passive depends on the spells you want to take. But always take Arcane Conduit. And then Armor of the Stars is pretty good. For 100 gold, it can make you disappear, so if you're worried about getting sniped out of the sky, maybe, but that one's very situational. And the Book of Hoth is good. I would take it. It's good. It's 100 gold, but greatly improved power recharge rate's usually pretty worth it. Alethanar, love this guy. I don't take his reload skill. It's 144 gold for 20 of it, and I don't really notice it that much, but to each their own. I also don't take Slippery, because if he gets into melee, he'll do okay, but that speed isn't going to help you outrun anything, so this is pretty much just buffing his melee defense, and for a little bit, I don't know. I don't think it's worth it. Mislead is fine if you're going to get an archer duel. Otherwise, I honestly don't take it if I'm fighting like an all melee faction or something, because it's 160 gold, and not a lot of competitive players fall for the fake Alethanar, so you can save some money on it. Shadow Crown, I don't take this one. It's 250 gold for self and allies in range to get 5 melee defense and 15% speed. Like, I don't know. That doesn't seem worth it, because you could get Slippery that does more for you for a quarter of the cost. Well, a third of the cost. But this will help your allies, kind of, with 15% speed and 5 melee defense. Oh boy. So don't take that. 20% missile resistance, normally it's good, but for 240 gold, I wouldn't. I would not do that. And the Moonbow is actually really good. So for 240 gold, this is actually worth it. It's snipe at artillery, though it is also very expensive. So I would just take the Moonbow, honestly. So Alethanar is naked except for his bow. I don't know if I said this is naked or no. This is naked or no. Hi, Elves. Man, I'm killing it today. Imric. Probably don't take him on foot. You can take him on his horse if you're trying to do like an all-cav build. His dragon's good, but it's very expensive. You can see already he's 3,100 with it, so you're probably going to most often see him on his horse. Lord of Dragons is a really good hex. It's like Queek Head Taker's Trophy Heads. It's 150 gold, though, which is expensive. Dragonhorn is the Rune of Doom, but limited uses for the High Elves. It's 230 gold, so that's also very expensive. And the Star Lance is pretty bad, honestly. 230 gold for 25% armor piercing damage, charge speed and charge bonus, and then flammable weakness. It's just not worth it. So the biggest problem and why Imric is a meme is just everything he has costs so much. Like, even butt naked on his dragon, he costs 2,750. So Imric's probably not your best choice. Tyrion, almost always take him on Malhandir. Foe Seeker's good. Give him some vigor, give him some speed to catch what he's trying to fight. Stand your ground is great. Fate and Riposte is excellent. Heart of Averlorn is excellent, so take that too. And Sunfang sucks unless you're stuck in like chaff, so I personally would cut it and save yourself the 200 gold. I do think all these are really good. So Tyrion has almost all of his stuff. Alarielle, probably going to take her on her Great Eagle in most cases. Maybe her Elven Steed, but probably her Great Eagle. More passives, if you think you're going to spam stuff, then maybe Shield of Saffron, maybe Life Bloom are worth it, but generally I cut them both. Boon of Isha, how much does it cost? 182? That one's only going to work if you're hanging around stuff all the time. If you're going to use her to like goon stuff with like another Phoenix per se, Phoenixes are already going to be ITP because they cause terror. So they don't need it, and they already do magical damage, if I remember correctly. Yeah. So if she's running around with 2 Phoenixes and gonna goon stuff, don't take this. It's a waste of money. Like, literally doesn't do anything. Arcane Conduit, super good. Always take it. Spells, do whatever you want. Allies in range, 10% physical resist. This is only good if you're running like a Chariot Blob or something. Otherwise, 10% physical resist for 180 for just like Alarielle isn't worth it. So only do that if you're going to blob. This is a one-time use, 100% miscast chance, greatly improved power recharge rate, but not the reserves. So what in here are you even going to overcast? Maybe Tempest. Maybe Earthblood, but that's just not worth taking. Save yourself 100 gold on that one. And Star of Averlorn is pretty much the only reason you're taking this character, so I would take it. So take her with Star, take her with Greater Conduit. Boon of Isha is situational. Shieldstone of Isha is also situational. Techless! You almost always see him on his horse or on his Arcane Phoenix. Arcane Phoenix is generally good, makes him pretty tanky. Kindle Flame you'll want to keep, because whenever you cast a spell, it'll make people weak to his melee attacks, but also weak to his Bound Fiery Convocation. I would also keep Wild Heart. I would cut Shield of Saffrey normally when I'm doing it, but teach their own. And then his other stuff's good. So I keep all of his abilities except for the Shield of Saffrey. Spells, do whatever you want. And then don't take the Scroll of Health. It sucks for 160 gold. And do take the Sword of Techless. So he gets double Arcane Conduit, so he gets more magic than God. That's pretty funny. And last for Lords, Eltharion the Grim. You're probably going to want to take him on Stormwing if you're going to take him, but why are you taking him? He's very expensive and not that good. Shield of Saffrey, I personally take it off. It sucks. Mistwalker's Barrage sucks really, really bad. Don't take it. Just doesn't do anything. Spells are up to you. Fang Sword of Eltharion is actually pretty good, so I would take that. And then the Helm of Yvresse, I've heard that it's broken and entities can die while the ability is active. So I don't know. That would require more testing, but it's generally not worth it because it's just 200 gold to make things unbreakable briefly. Generally not worth it. Because they can get down to like 1 health and then still die as soon as it wears off. Handmaiden of the Other Queen, probably take her on her Elven Steed or on foot. I would cut that. I would cut that. Personally, I would cut that. Base missile damage. Yep, cut that too, because she has a lot of armor piercing. So take her naked. Handmaiden of the Everqueen's naked, ladies and gentlemen. Noble. Probably want him on his chariot or on his horse. The Eagle Mount. Not really worth the cost, and it doesn't have any armor piercing, as you can see. If he's on his chariot... I mean, either one, I don't know if Deadly Onslaught's worth it, and I don't know if Foe Seeker's worth it. You kind of want to make him cheaper. Missile Resist for 82, affects everything in range, can be really good, especially if you're hanging next to your Lord. And Armor of the Stars is 150 for some stocks, I don't know about that. So I'd probably just take him with his Missile Resist. All the mages are the same, except for the Mage of Fire. So we'll look at her, because she has a Sun Dragon. The others don't. Probably don't want to take her on her Sun Dragon. Probably. But if you want some weird double dragon cheese, sure. Go for it. Usually you're going to see any mage on an Elven Steed. Lord passive and spells are up to you, but I always take both items because I really like them. Great increase to power reserves, great increase to recharge rate. Usually want to pop them at the same time. Because in the late game, when you get down to no mana left, and you're not recharging anything, if you pop Book of Hoeth first and get 0 recharge, there's nothing in the tank, but man, do you get it quickly. And then you pop the Starwood Staff and get great increase to power reserves, but you have 0 mana and it recharges super slowly, then that's just bad. So you have to pop them at the same time in the late game. Last hero, Lore Master of Hoeth. Since he's a melee hero, I really like Evasive. 50 gold for some speed and some melee defense is good in my opinion. Foe Seeker, up to you. I personally wouldn't take it on a foot hero. Take whatever spells you want from here. I would give him the magic resistance because it also buffs all of his allies nearby. And the leadership can also be nice. So, yeah, I like both of his items and one of his abilities. Alright, that was High Elves. Goodbye.